Bears fans, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into everything happening with our beloved Chicago Bears as we inch closer and closer to the playoffs. The energy is electric, the stakes are high, and there's so much to talk about as we look at what's coming in the final stretch of the season. First off, if you've been following along, you know the Bears have officially clinched a playoff spot, and that little X next to the team name on the standings has never looked better. Securing a playoff berth is always thrilling, but now the conversation shifts to seeding, division races, and how far this team can really go. Right now, the Bears are chasing the number 1 seed in the NFC, which is no small task, but absolutely within reach if they continue to play the way we've seen them over the past few weeks. Seattle, the Rams, the Eagles, and even the 49ers are all in the mix, making every game from here on out critical, and the path to number 1 is both thrilling and treacherous. Let's break it down. The Bears' final 2 games are not necessarily easy wins. They face San Francisco on the road first, which is a huge challenge, but it's far from impossible. The 49ers have been a strong team, but with the Bears getting an extra 2 days of rest advantage over their cross-country travel, there's a strategic edge to consider. Then, they finish at home against Detroit, a team that has struggled lately, especially compared to the squad that pummeled Chicago in Week 2 with that shocking 52-21 score. If the Bears win both, the number 1 seed is very much attainable, particularly if Seattle stumbles in one of its final 2 games. Even scenarios where the Bears split the last 2 games could still see them climb in the standings, depending on other teams' results. But the cleanest path is to win out and let other variables play themselves out naturally. Now, when we talk about playoff seeding, there are multiple scenarios. Beat San Francisco and the Bears clinch the division and at least the number 2 seed, keeping the 1 seed alive. Lose to the 49ers but see Green Bay fall to Baltimore, and the Bears still take the division, likely landing the 3 seed unless Philadelphia also loses, which could move them up to the 2 seed. In simple terms, the Bears control their destiny with just 1 win in the final 2 games to guarantee at least a 2 seed and potentially the division, while winning both would put them in serious contention for the top spot in the NFC. This kind of positioning is exactly what makes the final stretch of the season so electrifying. Every game, every drive, every decision matters. Speaking of decisions, Caleb Williams has been under the microscope all season with discussions around passing yards milestones. Could he hit 4,000 yards this year? Realistically, it's a long shot. Averaging over 300 yards in the final 2 games is a huge ask, especially considering outdoor conditions at Soldier Field against Detroit, along with strategic considerations like resting key starters to keep them fresh for the playoffs. Still, if he puts in the effort and the offense runs efficiently, there's a chance to approach that number, if not reach it. Even if he doesn't, he's already had an impressive season with a solid touchdown-interception ratio and clear growth in his game. The strides Caleb has made are evident, and the way he's managed the offense, taken shots downfield, and trusted his playmakers shows maturity beyond his years. Turning to the coaching side, Ben Johnson has been a point of discussion, particularly when it comes to situational play calling. While there have been moments where the calls seemed risky, like 4th and short early in games, the overall creativity and execution of his schemes have elevated this Bears team to a new level. Every team has moments that feel questionable, but the ability to adapt, take chances, and push the envelope is what separates good coaching from great coaching. Johnson has clearly brought a fresh approach, challenging players to expand their skill sets and keeping opposing defenses on their heels. Even in situations that don't pan out perfectly, the offensive strategy has helped position the Bears as a team capable of competing at the highest level. Injuries and roster management are also front and center as we approach the playoffs. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's situation is a key storyline, with his ACL reportedly intact, but questions remaining about a hyperextension or MCL sprain. The decision to rest him could impact the team's defensive schemes, particularly in the nickel and secondary roles. Tyreek Stevenson could see increased snaps, and Nick McLeod remains a reliable, though not elite, option. Additionally, the Bears are monitoring the status of Rome Adden with a stress fracture and Luther Burden with an ankle injury. The challenge is balancing the need to keep players healthy with the desire to maintain momentum heading into the postseason. It's a delicate balancing act, but one that could pay huge dividends if managed correctly. Meanwhile, younger players like Jay Walker are stepping into the spotlight and proving they can contribute in meaningful ways. Caleb's trust in Walker on critical plays shows the coaching staff's confidence in developing talent, and Walker's ability to deliver under pressure is a huge positive sign for the team's depth. On the offensive side, DeAndre Swift has had a phenomenal season, averaging significantly more yards per carry than last year, overcoming injuries, and making big plays consistently. His performance has been a cornerstone of the Bears' success and a reminder that strong individual contributions can elevate the entire team. As we continue through Week 17, the playoff picture remains fluid not just for the Bears, but for the rest of the NFC. Green Bay faces quarterback uncertainties, with Jordan Love in concussion protocol and Matt LaFleur announcing Malik Willis's shoulder injury. These developments could impact the division race and further emphasize how every team is balancing health, performance, and strategy at this stage. The Bears are well-positioned to take advantage of any missteps from division rivals, but their own execution remains the critical factor. From a tactical standpoint, the Bears have been adjusting intelligently, managing rest, deploying trick plays selectively, and keeping players fresh for the postseason. While there have been some calls that fans have questioned, like play-action boots on critical downs, the overall management of the team has been impressive. The combination of strategic risk-taking, player development, and offensive execution has positioned the Bears not just to make the playoffs, but to potentially make a serious run once they get there. So as we look ahead to the remaining games, every matchup takes on heightened importance. San Francisco presents a road test that could define seeding and momentum, while Detroit at home offers an opportunity to finish strong and keep key players in rhythm. Injuries and rest considerations add layers of complexity, making each decision by the coaching staff a topic of scrutiny and interest for fans everywhere. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Jay Walker, and the coaching staff are all stepping into critical moments that could shape the Bears' playoff path and potentially redefine expectations for this season. The level of anticipation is incredible, and as Bears fans, we're witnessing a mix of strategy, athleticism, and high stakes that make this part of the season so captivating. All right, Bears fans, let's keep this train rolling as we dive into the latest updates, storylines, and critical factors shaping the rest of the season for our Chicago Bears. One of the biggest talking points right now is the offensive growth we've seen, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. Caleb Williams has been developing remarkably, showing improved decision-making and precision under pressure, which has been critical in keeping drive alive and maximizing opportunities for his playmakers. His ability to read defenses, trust his options, and make accurate throws downfield has been a highlight this season. And the progression from early struggles to the confident play we see now is a huge reason the Bears are in contention for top playoff positioning. Even with some minor footwork issues or timing errors, the overall trajectory is undeniable. Caleb is evolving into the kind of quarterback who can carry a team deep into the postseason if the supporting cast continues to perform. Speaking of supporting cast, DeAndre Swift has been nothing short of spectacular. Nearly hitting 1,000 rushing yards, Swift has been consistently reliable and explosive, showing his versatility and toughness. From handling injuries to adapting to game plans on the fly, he's elevated his game from last year's solid performance to one of the standout running back seasons in the league. He's averaging nearly 5 yards per carry, a significant improvement, and is making a huge impact on the Bears' offensive rhythm. When you add his durability and ability to break key runs in critical moments, he's become indispensable, especially as the playoffs approach. The combination of his running ability, Williams' growing confidence, and the creativity of the coaching staff has created a multifaceted offense that keeps defenses guessing and allows the Bears to execute in high-pressure situations. On the coaching front, Ben Johnson has continued to impress with his innovative schemes and aggressive play calling. There have been moments where fans have questioned his decisions, like calling a risky 4th and short play early in a game. But overall, His strategic vision has elevated this team to a new level. Johnson's approach mixes traditional execution with creative trick plays and situational calls that keep opponents off balance. Even when a particular call doesn't succeed, it's clear that the offensive philosophy is working. The Bears are moving the ball, scoring points, and controlling games in ways that were hard to imagine at the start of the season. The balance between taking calculated risks and trusting his players to perform in big moments is something that has made this Bears team exciting week after week. Injuries and roster management remain a critical focus as we approach the playoffs. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's knee situation has been monitored closely, with the team reportedly confirming that his ACL is intact. There's a chance he might sit the remaining regular season games to ensure full recovery for the postseason, which could alter the defensive lineup. Nick McLeod remains a reliable option at nickel, while Tyreek Stevenson could see more snaps as the team experiments with depth and versatility. Additionally, Rome Adden's stress fracture and Luther Burden's ankle issues create questions for rotation and availability, requiring careful management to keep players healthy for the playoffs without sacrificing on-field performance. Meanwhile, younger players like Jay Walker are stepping into bigger roles, showcasing their ability to make plays and earn the trust of the quarterback and coaching staff. Walker's big moments, like tracking a critical pass over the middle to extend a drive, illustrate the depth and potential the Bears have in their roster to navigate playoff-level challenges. The NFC playoff picture adds another layer of intrigue. The Bears have secured a playoff berth, but are still jockeying for optimal seeding. Green Bay's quarterback uncertainties, with Jordan Love in concussion protocol and Malik Willis dealing with a shoulder injury, create scenarios where the Bears could secure the division and solid seeding even before the final week kicks off. Watching how other teams manage injuries, rotations, and late-season strategy will be fascinating, particularly in terms of how the Bears can leverage these circumstances to strengthen their postseason positioning. Every game, every drive, and every coaching decision will be magnified in these final weeks, with playoff implications impacting everything from matchups to momentum. One of the most compelling storylines has been the balance between strategic rest and maintaining competitive rhythm. The Bears have an opportunity to rest certain starters while still winning key games, ensuring players are fresh for the playoffs. This requires thoughtful management of minutes, monitoring health and fatigue, and adjusting game plans to optimize performance. The coaching staff's ability to make these decisions will be a defining factor in how deep the Bears can go in the postseason. At the same time, continuing to integrate young players like Jay Walker ensures that depth is tested and that the team is prepared for any scenario, from injuries to unexpected tactical challenges from opponents. From an offensive perspective, the Bears are blending power running, precise passing, and situational creativity in ways that are hard to defend against. DeAndre Swift, Caleb Williams, and the receiving core are syncing well, with trust and timing growing week by week. The offensive line has provided strong protection and open lanes that allow both the passing and running game to thrive. The play calling combines calculated risks with high-percentage plays that sustain drives, create scoring opportunities, and keep defenses off balance. It's this combination of talent, coaching, and execution that has transformed the Bears into a legitimate playoff contender capable of competing with the best in the NFC. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples through the league, the Chicago Bears are reportedly facing internal turmoil as head coach Ben Johnson appears to be taking an unyielding stance on discipline. Sources close to the team suggest that Johnson has made the controversial decision to sideline one of his starting players due to alleged breaches of team rules. While the Bears have yet to release an official statement, insiders indicate that this move is part of a broader effort by Johnson to instill a culture of accountability and professionalism, leaving fans and analysts buzzing with speculation. Ben Johnson, known for his uncompromising approach on and off the field, seems determined to set a precedent that no player is above the team. While the identity of the affected starter remains under wraps, Whispers around training facilities hint that this decision could have significant implications for the Bears' lineup in the upcoming matches. Analysts are already debating the potential ripple effects. Will this shake up the team chemistry, or will it serve as a wake-up call that galvanizes the squad? Speculation is rife that Johnson's move is as much a message to the locker room as it is a disciplinary measure. Sources suggest that the sideline player had previously been a key contributor, making this development all the more startling. Some insiders believe that this strict approach could redefine the Bears' locker room culture, demanding higher standards of commitment and professionalism from everyone involved. Meanwhile, fans are divided. Some applaud the coach for his no-nonsense attitude, claiming that accountability is long overdue. Others worry about the potential impact on team performance, questioning whether the Bears can maintain cohesion without one of their starters. Despite the uncertainty, one thing seems clear: Ben Johnson is not one to compromise when it comes to discipline. Rumors are circulating that the player's return to the starting lineup hinges not just on performance, but on adherence to team principles, signaling a tough road ahead. As the league watches closely, this saga may define Johnson's tenure and could serve as a case study in leadership and discipline at the highest level of professional football. For now, all eyes remain on the Bears' next moves, with insiders hinting that more surprises could be on the horizon. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.